Hello YouTube, good afternoon. I wanted to do an update here on my platform. I just dropped off the camper for some repairs here at a local RV dealer in Albuquerque, and I get a lot of questions on my platform. Um, so what I wanted to just point out for you guys is you could see the platform is roughly 51 width, this way, and 81 length. And you could see the outline of where my camper is actually setting on here. I have another video going over kind of the construction materials I used. This is roughly 2.5 total height here. Construction grade materials, plywood, 2x4s. And you can go and watch that video for more details on that. And then the mats are just horse stall mats that I had to get 2 of them because of one horse stall mat would not cover the underneath of the camper. It's just a little bit longer, I believe. So you could see there in the wheel well, there is a bit of a gap there. It's about 1/4 of an inch. So if you guys build a platform, you can make it all the way to the wheel well, but I can mention in my other video, it's not plumb, it's slightly pitched. So it'll be plumb on the bottom, but as it goes up, it's by design, it's pitched. And the most question I get is, do you need a platform for a truck camper? And the answer is no, but it allows you to get to the ratchet straps easier, and especially the hooks here. Not so much these, but those ones over there. You can see those ones. So when the camper is loaded in here, if that camper was lower all the way here, you'd have to have really skinny arms to put it on that hook. And then you want to put your hooks on the bottom hooks, not on the top ones, for stability, because that's where all your weight is of your camper. And then I put these cutoff studs here. These are experimental. Just wanted to try it, and they work. So I'm probably going to do something more permanent, maybe a hardwood of oak. And speaking of hardwood, if you guys build a platform, I would definitely do this piece in a hardwood, and even the sides, because I think I'm going to add some more width to this. So I'm going to put some hardwood runners in here, because I have another issue that's common with a truck camper, at least a camper with ratchet straps. I don't know about the ones that use fast guns, but what I've noticed on this camper when it's on here, if I hit a bump, the camper will shift. So it will move, maybe an inch or two in any access, really, depending on how the bump, regardless how tight the ratchet straps are, because as you hit a bump, the truck has shock absorbers, but the camper doesn't. So the camper just plops like that, and then it goes back into whatever space it was when you're turning or moving. And you can see sometimes it winds up over here and over here. So I'm probably going to modify this platform and then build a type of bracket system that will make like pockets on it. So it will slide and track, and then I can snug up that the camper in place here, because these just allow the platform not to rack, in X and Y, but there's nothing that will prevent the camper from going in in X. So I'm thinking I want to design some type of just L brackets that will just kind of go under and like on a track, though, because the reason is if I put something permanent, and this is a really good tip, if you guys build a platform and think that, yeah, you can just build your pocket here to snug it in place, the problem with that is there's going to be times a lot of times when you're loading or unloading your camper and the ground is not level. So what I mean by that is your camper's going down, it's going to be tilted, and if you built it precisely, that pocket to your camper, it's not going to slide in all the way because of the angle of your your camper. And well, the angle of the truck, right? It's not going to allow the camp. So if you do that, if you made like some type of shelving system for like a snug pocket, keep in mind that when you're loading and unloading, it has to be on perfectly, your truck has to be perfectly level. So that's why I was thinking more of a track system, you know, and then I could just slide, I could load the camper and then slide that in, lock it in place, and then that will prevent the camper from moving in X. The problem with that is, it causes problems because I'll get to the campsite and then I'll notice it moved. And then I didn't notice it until I already got to the campground, I'm leveled, but now the truck is not level. And to adjust it, it would be just a major pain in the butt. You know, it's almost easier just to drive away and find a level spot somewhere else and adjust it. But that will keep it, I'm thinking something like that will keep it, it will keep it from racking in this direction. It seems like the back is what, the back part of the camper is what's sliding, not so much the front part. So keep that in mind when you build your platform. And really, to access these ratchet straps, you only need to build it, I would say 2 inches, maybe even 1.5 inches. And then the mat is roughly 1/2 inch. So just wanted to point out some more tips, guys, since I have the camper off. And like I said, I get a lot of questions on my platform, and I hope that clears up some things. If you guys are wanting to build one, it doesn't have to be a solid, you know, platform per se. You could do a frame, just a frame assembly, but it is important that it's flat, because that flat is your reference to your base of your camper. The more stable your camper is on the truck and flat and level, the more stable and control you're going to have in your truck. Just think of it that way. You know, it'll be safer. I think that was it, guys. Any other questions on this? Let me know. Take care, everyone.